So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to take you through all that happened in the political space in Nigeria, because politics, economy, and security plays a large role in how we lead our lives as a people. And it's good to just keep yourself up to date with what's happening. A report came out about housing in Lagos, how people spend close to 50% to 70% of their income on rent, and the global benchmark is about 30%. So it shows that people spend more than half of their income on rent, and this is something the government should pay attention to. There should be a regulatory body where people cannot just raise the rent just anyhow, even businesses too. And so it's just a big problem. Well, let's go to political news on Sunday. The South governor, they've come out to openly support the president for his second term bid. So on Monday, we're shifting attention to national politics. The Speaker of the House of Rep, Tajuddin Abbas, he defended the idea of maintaining both electronic and manual transmission of results. This is because he feels that the dual system is necessary because many rural areas, they still struggle with network coverage and electricity. Now, my question is, sir, this is something your government should work to fix. So still on Monday, the global oil prices were rising. Crude oil approached about $80 per barrel due to the tension, as I said earlier on, in the Middle East between the US, Israel, and Iran tensions. When we have instability in the oil markets globally, it affects Nigeria in two ways. Our foreign reserve will grow because there's a probability we'll get more people to buy oil from us, and the price of oil will increase, which means citizens would have to suffer a bit. That's just the dynamics. So on Tuesday, security issues were back. We've had DSS, they arrested the suspect linked to the Benin attack involving ADC and Petrol last week. And for me, political violence is not necessary, but it also shows that the ruling party is trying their best to be non-partisan, and that's good. And it also shows that we should try not to make politics a do or die thing. So again, we saw some protests, members of some Islamic movements, they had protests all around. This is shameful for me, but I just have to speak about it. They were speaking against the US-Iran issues. And personally, I think Nigerians should stay off. I know it will affect us, but I think it's not a fight for us. But the fact that it looks like it's an Islam-Christian issue now is one thing we should run away from. Let's go to Wednesday. So the ADC, they opened their membership portal, and we had a very, very crazy, crazy outcome. You have people like Tinubu, Trump, Putin on their sites, and it became a social media issue immediately because they've been calling for electoral transparency, what have you, and they cannot manage their own sign up or electronic site. And it's not peculiar to them, to be fair. It happened to on the APC site when they started. So hopefully they would work on solving this problem. Still on Wednesday, there was a political message from the governor of Enugu State. He credited Tinubu's economic reforms, and obviously with FAC allocations have increased. FAC is just the allocation to the states, and he spoke about how the money have tripled. And so statements like this will show that the state governments are trying to align with the center, as they say. But that's a subject for debate another time. So on Thursday, we had one of the most talked about developments of the week. The NNPC have raised petrol prices again. Now, this is expected, as I said. And so in Lagos, I think the price of fuel rose up to about 932 naira per litre. In Abuja, I think it's at about 960 roughly. And that shows we're already feeling the heat from the US-Iran issue, the Middle East issue. And once fuel price goes up, the first thing, transport will go up, food prices would go up, and eventually things will become more expensive. So as I said, the government is profiting, but the citizens would suffer. And I think this is why the concept of subsidy came, when they started it. And so the tension between US and Iran, I think, is something that we should pay attention to. My problem is Nigerians should not take side easily. It's a debatable topic, and it's not to be reduced to things like religion or other things. So on Friday, this week ended with a major political announcement. The president posted about 65 ambassadors to the Senate for confirmation. 31 of them would be career diplomats to different countries, while 34 of them are political appointees. Some of the names on the list generated debates some weeks ago, and it's still generating debates. But in Nigerian politics, appointment signals more than diplomacy. It shows political alignment, loyalty, internal rewards, power dynamics. And so when you step back and look at the names and places they were posted to, you can just wonder what's going on. But again, amidst all of this, the whole view of what happened last week is the global tension, especially around fuel prices. Again, we've had political alliances. I think APC is about to get close to 32 state governors. Security also is worsening, and this is something the government should pay attention to. Just before I shot this video, we've been seeing a lot of reactions to the interview of Daniel Bwala on Al Jazeera, and it's been funny. But I'll speak about that on another video. So, again, as I used to say, Nigeria, we must ask why. If we don't ask why, if we don't hold our government accountable, we won't be able to move forward. I am Timothy, and this is Team Up Close. Join me again next week. Hope your 5 minutes was worth it.